Welcome to Running is Bullshit. I'm Amy.
And I'm Stuart, and you're listening to the podcast that loves to hate running. This is episode 168, and it's the final episode of the year, and so we, of course, have to declare this year to have been bullshit. Because every year's bullshit, because we're all still running, apart from those that aren't running, and it's bullshit for them as well.
Yeah, it's bullshit for everyone.
All I can say at the moment is it's just raining a lot. We seem to be getting weather warnings constantly, but we seem to be at weather warnings a lot when it's not really raining, but then it seems to be flooding in other places. But for me, it's been okay. So yeah. I am getting plenty of use out of my waterproof socks. That's been fun.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? Because I keep getting those weather warnings where I am, and it's like danger to life, amber warning, and I'm like, oh gosh, I best not drive out somewhere in case the roads are flooded or whatever, and then it's nothing. Then it's hard. But you know, the one time that you do venture out, you'll be stuck in flood water, your car will be knackered, you'll die, you know?
Yeah, I have been enjoying the slightly smug kind of use of my waterproof socks. Just when you can feel water outside your sock, between your sock and your shoe, knowing your feet are lovely and dry. Yeah. And I don't care. I do not care for people who don't like waterproof socks. There are people out there who think it's somehow cheating. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. I want nice, lovely, dry feet. Thank you very much. I don't care about your waterproof wankiness.
Yeah, this isn't the First World War. We're not trying to get trench foot out here, you know?
I don't think they were trying to get it then. I'm not a historian.
No, but we don't need to suffer now. We have the technology. We don't need to suffer.
It's fine. You're not harder just because you've got shit feet.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's catch up on the last episode. And I must say, I'm very surprised. There was a shocking lack of reaction to that story. I thought this was going to dominate like the last couple of weeks. I thought people were going to be on at me for fucking ages about this. It took at least a day before anyone even said anything about it. I'm very surprised. And I'm quite disappointed in you all. I think after all this time, I finally shit myself for your own amusement. And I don't even get any nasty comments for it.
I mean, what's the point of shitting yourself if no one's going to say anything or acknowledge it?
That's why I was thinking all the way. I'm like, yeah, I've got shit in my shorts. I'm running along here. There's nothing I can do about it. But it's a funny story. People are going to be nasty to me about it. That'll be funny. Didn't even get that. No. Very, very disappointing. Lee Wood did say this. He did say, FYI, your story of shitting yourself was brilliant. 3 weeks of flu, first time out the house in 6 days. Feeling very sorry for myself. Listened to the last episode and it cheered me up no end. Which is kind of what I'm here for.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I'm just putting Schadenfreude out there into the world, but people aren't either sharding or freuding. I don't know which bit is the.
Or
the
sharting,
part.
Actually.
I mean, that's how it started. So,
yeah. 3 weeks of flu though, or is it super flu, or just as everyone knows it, flu? Because all flu is not good.
Oh, there's a lot of it going around.
There's a lot of it going around. Yes, it's winter. Yes.
You can say literally any time of year about any type of condition.
Yep. We've also had a message from OG podcast guest Katana de Kate, as she might be known to her friends, said, I pop by to listen to you guys now and then, and it's such a lovely reminder of my days in Cardiff with CDF runners. I'm trying to get back into running after a really annoying hip issue, so thanks for the inspiration and the chats that keep me company at work. Oh,
that's nice. Do you think when she moved to Australia, she actually asked people to call her Katana?
Obviously, yeah. I mean, she asked us to, and we were like, no. And she's like, no, you will call us that, and we refuse. So yeah, I'm sure she's trying it over there as well.
New country, new name. Why not?
Yeah.
Go for a cool
New
name.
Identity.
Craig Rex said, I hope Amy keeps a note of all these stories, and one year there will be an evening with Amy Genders where she regales them all in one go. Perhaps like with a few celebrity guests in the audience and a few songs as well. That kind of thing. But old school kind of 90s and evening with.
This is your life. Somebody will get the red book out.
Just like a little variety show. You're like, reminds me of a little thing. And you just start, go into a little song. You've got a band there.
Was it This Is Your Life where they used to get the people out? So like, I'll be sat, and who was it who used to do This Is Your Life and used to bring the red book out and go, Amy Genders, This Is Your Life. And then there'll be Horseman will come running out. There'll be the guy's land I trespassed on, the farmer will come out. Like that. They'll all
Pinskin
be
Man will put in a guest appearance. The audience will go wild. All these people have had big effects on your life.
Yep, definitely. I can
like the way you mentioned people from the last month, because you can't remember any further back than that.
No. No, I'm sure there's been others. But you see, my life is so fast paced and so many things happen to me.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
There isn't space in my brain. It has to go. It's like an external hard drive. We just have to delete some of it to fit new bits on. It's not solid state, though, I can tell you that. There's always things getting lost on there. Anyway, and also in the comments, Gabby Naya is proposing going on a run with Jen Danger Harding. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, and we absolutely want to distance ourselves from the inevitable chaos this would bring.
I don't want to be anywhere near that.
No. I mean, it's good podcast content, but I don't want to be directly involved.
I mean, these are two key sources of bullshit over the years.
Yeah.
Putting them together, I think, is too dangerous. It would either be incredibly boring or it'd be too bad, and we could never broadcast it.
No, exactly. So yeah, you guys go on that run, and if it's interesting, tell us about it. But otherwise, we'll stay out of that.
While we think about it, let's have a little tea update. Ooh. We're partnered with Bird and Blend Tea, and that means we'll tell you what tea we're drinking. If you like the sound of it, you can go to runningisbs.com/tea. You can click on those links and buy the tea if you want. We've been getting into our advent calendars. Amy, how has your advent calendar been?
You know what? It's good. I've only tried one of them though. It's a matcha advent
it's been really
calendar.
good then. 15 days in.
I've been opening them. No, but these will last me literally years. I don't know what to sell by the.
It's not the point of an advent calendar, Amy.
I know, but honestly? There's probably you could make 3 cups of matcha out of each one. Who's drinking 3 cups of matcha a day? Who?
Not me.
But there's definitely
I don't
been
like disgusting things.
There's been some punishment teas. I haven't had one of those yet. I had I can't remember what it was called now, but it was like blueberry and something else in it, and it was kind of on the edge of punishment and treat. You know, it was okay. I've got another advent calendar which is Moomin teas. You know what? Fuck off, Bird and Blend. You've dropped down our commission, so I'll tell you about my Moomin tea. I'm drinking that today instead.
Wow.
Moomins make very good tea. So I'll say that. I'm drinking, I don't know what's in it, but I'm drinking my Moomin calendar tea, and it's very nice. Anyway, what are you drinking?
I've been dutifully having my advent calendar pretty much every day. There's been nothing new that I've liked. It's just been your standards. My gingerbread chai on day one, strong start, enjoyed that a lot. Great British Cup has been in there. There's been a few weird ones. The one I've just drunk was like a ginger snap green tea. I mean, it's nice. If you like green tea and you like ginger, it's pretty nice for a green tea. I'm not really a big fan of green tea, but you know, there's that. I'm hoping there's more festive type ones coming up. I would hope so. Again, if it's mojito tea on Christmas Eve again, kicking the fuck off.
Yeah,
we're going full Moomin tea if that's the case.
Yeah, the Moomin teas have been amazing. I think Bird and Blend, you need to write to the Moomins. And you need to say, give us your recipes for the tea because it's very good. It's very good.
I've always found Moomins vaguely terrifying.
I love Moomins.
Just I don't know, the shape of them and I just find them really creepy.
It's got to be the 90s. Like, you know what? This is completely off topic as usual.
Yeah, fine.
So I was rewatching some of the 90s Moomins, like the best Moomins, you know. And
Rewatching.
I thought, you know what? This looks like an anime. I think that's why I really like it. It looks very Japanese. And because it was made in partnership with a Japanese animation studio, that's why the 90s Moomins look so lovely and anime-ish. It's because it was made by a Japanese studio. And that's why. So, yeah.
So, you're chatting to your friends a bit, oh, Amy, you watching anything at the moment? Yeah, Moomin.
Moomins.
Yeah, just the 90s stuff. You ever see it? And people are like, yeah, I'm never asking for Amy for a recommendation ever again.
Oh, if you haven't rewatched Moomins, rewatch it. If you not watch Moomins in the 90s, like when it was on TV, I used to watch it.
No, as I said, because it's vaguely terrifying for reasons I can't quite explain.
Well, anyone who likes Moomins, go and rewatch it. There's actually some really good storylines you wouldn't have got as a kid. You know. It's
so, Amy,
good.
what running have you done in the last couple of weeks?
Nothing, because I've been watching Moomins. Yeah, I've been running. Nothing too exciting has happened, I don't think, off the top of my trying to think now. I don't think anything too exciting has happened. Just been trying out some new routes as usual. Yeah, I've been getting loads of elevation in on my routes, which has been really nice. And that's it. I don't think anything interesting has actually happened over the last couple of weeks.
It's very disappointing.
I know. So there's opportunities for things to happen, but they just haven't. So I am tempting fate with every run, but no, nothing's happened really. How about you?
Mine has also been pretty disappointing. I had cross country last week. I was hoping it would be an absolute mud fest because it had rained loads in the week, and I thought, okay, really muddy one. That's what I want. I'll do well in that. And it was just kind of normal, kind of damp grass, really. So that was a little bit boring as well. So not much to report in the last few weeks for us. That's a real shame.
Yeah.
What a way to finish the year with a real bang. Amy, how was your 2025 altogether? Tell us about the terrible things that happened to you this year.
Well, I was thinking about this and I was looking through and I was thinking, what has happened in 2025? And not much, because I don't think I've done any races this year, have I? Like actual organised races. I don't think I've done any.
You haven't done any?
Like whatsoever. I think because I moved, I was like, no, I can't. Because I didn't know when I was going to move. Because obviously when you're selling and then buying somewhere, you're not really sure. So you're sort of in limbo. So I didn't want to like actually plan anything. And I was incredibly stressed, as most people are. So yeah, I was looking back through my Instagram because that's how I keep track of things I've done.
No, you don't tag it on as a race on Strava or anything then?
No, not at all.
Person. Oh,
so I just I look back.
You haven't done any races?
No,
you
no
must
races
have done.
this year. None at all.
That's appalling.
I know. But the most bullshit thing of 2025 happened right in the first 2 fucking weeks when I failed my FKT that I trained 6 months for. That was bullshit. 6 months of training for my FKT attempt across Lanzarote, and yeah, I didn't do it. I had a really, go back and listen to the episode, but I had a really bad day. It was just not feeling too great. Very, very hot, even for Lanzarote. No wind whatsoever, really unusual for there. I just felt shit the whole way round. And once it got dark and I was out on the roads, I had to pack it in. But you know, it's one of those things I keep looking back. I'm like, oh, maybe I should have just run on that road and just tried and got hit or whatever. And yeah, I keep like second guessing myself. I did finish it over 2 days, so I did go back and do the final 11 miles a few days later because I ended up getting sinusitis from the whole thing, so I had to recover from that a bit. So, and then on the way home I had a 10-hour delay on the plane, so I was flying back on my own. My mum and we had a family friend out there that we'd gone away with, but I was flying back on my own back to Cardiff, and there was a 10-hour delay, which was horrific. And then the plane landed in London, Gatwick or Heathrow, and I had to get a coach all the way back to Cardiff. It was horrific. It was absolutely horrific. I've never had such a bad journey home. It was awful. So, yeah, it wasn't a very successful FKT attempt. Didn't do it. And had the worst travel I've ever had in my life.
And so you gave up on anything for the rest of the year then?
Yeah, that was it. I had to recover from that.
I cannot believe you haven't done any races. That's insane to me.
I know. It will change next year. I am going to do some races next year.
Well, you've got some crystalline granite to look forward to, of course.
I have. Lundy next year. Oh, can't wait. Everyone knows about Lundy Marathon. Everyone knows what that's like.
Classic.
What wasn't bullshit, one of my particular highlights of 2025 has to be rescuing a lamb. That was brilliant. That a Mother's Day of all days, I rescued a lamb.
The friend of the animals returns.
I know. This lamb, I've never touched a lamb before in my life. This lamb was like stuck on the other side of a fence. And I thought, I've got to rescue it. It was running up and down and going, running up and down. I thought, I've got to grab it. And I did. I grabbed it, and I thought it was going to kick off when I grabbed it. I thought it was going to like go mental, and it just sort of went limp. So I got to touch it. It was so lovely and soft, and I just like chucked it over the fence.
Yeet.
Yep. So that was a highlight for me of 2025, was rescuing a lamb, a friend of the animals. Yeah. Like I said, I moved house, so that was like a major thing. But that's definitely not been bullshit for my running, because now I have some amazing trail runs right on my doorstep.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, so like I was thinking about this the other day, like it's so hard to know when I start my watch whether I'm starting a run or a trail run, especially like from where I live, because it always involves some trail. There's not enough pavement because now I'm out in the countryside, the pavement runs out, you know. But, you know, 5 minutes drive away, I'm in the Wye Valley. It's just absolutely fantastic. And I'm getting loads more elevation in as well. I was even looking at, like, some of the routes I have round the Wye Valley, which is where I mainly run now. And some of them are more elevation than going up to Abergavenny, you know? Like, some of them, because you're just like up and down the valley constantly. So yeah, that was definitely not bullshit. I'm really, really enjoying all these new routes I have. Really, really lovely. And then one of the other biggest bullshit things of this year was getting caught trespassing somebody's land. That was awful. The shame that has been wiped from my Strava. It's not on my Instagram. I took some lovely pictures as well. He had some lovely views.
Yeah.
So I took some lovely pictures.
You don't want to encourage people going to find those.
No, I don't. I felt so bad. Initially I put an Instagram post that was like, oh, lovely run, but do not follow my Strava route because this is private property. And then I deleted it because I felt so bad about it. Again, you go back and listen to the episode, but long story short, accidentally trespassed on somebody's land where they were breeding pheasants, not peacocks, pheasants. But the farmer who caught me was absolutely lovely. Really, really lovely guy. Thank God. When I saw him on his quad bike, I assumed I was going to get shouted at because I had an inkling that maybe this wasn't public. But obviously I would never trespass knowingly on somebody's lands. I wasn't sure. But he was a very, very nice man. Very, very lovely guy. So it all turned out fine in the end. But I still feel guilty about that today. I still feel really bad about that today.
Good. So you should.
Yes, I know. I mean, it's not a crime, it's a civil offence, but I committed a civil offence.
Technically, it's okay.
Yeah. No one can charge me for it. So that was my 2025 mix of bullshit and highlights, really.
That's lovely.
How was your 2025?
You know what? I don't think it was entirely bullshit, which is a bit of a shame again. My mileage was down for the second year in a row. I'm not too fussed about that. My elevation, however, was the highest it's ever been, which I think that is the most important stat. If you think of the meme of whoever that is being like, no at total mileage, but elevation, yes, point.
Yeah.
I don't know who that meme is. I just know what the thing is. But that very much that elevation is the key stat. Is the proper bro stat, that one. Also, you know what? I became a Welsh champion. I'm literally a national champion, legitimately. I mean, no one else was there in my age category, but I beat everyone who was there on the day in my age category. So I am the Welsh V40 3,000 metre champion. So I'll always have that. And I should finish the year as the number one ranked V40 triple jumper in Wales because no one else has done it. Like in previous years, there's been multiple people. This year, randomly, there's just been no one else. So there I am. I am the number one ranked triple jumper in Wales. And I actually really loved it. I did shot put and long jump first time this year too. Absolutely loved them. I really want to do them again. There's the indoor championships, the Masters indoor championships is coming up in January. And I really wanted to do it because I wanted to go and get, more random medals for just showing up. And I looked at last year's just to see what the standard was. There were 13 people there. And the whole event, they did 5 events and there were 13 people for a Welsh national championships. I was just like, oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. Oh, so unfortunately I can't make that one, so I can't win bullshit medals. I'll have to wait. I think it's in April. Hopefully I can go and get some more. I think I need to do discus and maybe high jump next year just to like round out my power of 10 profile, just to get as many results as possible on there. I did twist my ankle this year for first time in a very, very long time, but I've had no other kind of major injuries, whatever that weird maybe sports hernia was I kind of had. I don't know what that was. That seems to have gone away on its own, like all injuries do if you let them go on long enough. That's all you have to do. You just have to be patient. Just hold the course. The injury will go away on its own one way or another. I'm reasonably certain about that. It did for me. It only took 18 months and it's fine now. So what does that tell you? And I've run PBs this year, so just keep ignoring that. Yeah, that ankle twist is pretty nasty. It's still a little bit sore at times. And that was about 2 months ago now. So yeah, that's been a bit annoying. Best race I did this year, because I can do this because I actually do races. Weirdly, is the Wild Y swim run. I enjoyed it so much. I want you to do it. I know you won't.
No, I will. I will. It's really close to where I am now, so yeah. I feel like it's a lot less effort because before
you can have a float jacket on as well.
Yeah.
And there's boats out. There's loads of people looking after you. It's great, and it was so good. It was like a trail run for about 5k on like gravel road, 100-meter swim, and then about a 6k proper trail run. Really, really good fun. Enjoyed it so much. It was so different. That was fantastic. The worst race I looked back through all my races. I've done a lot of races. And I think this is the worst race I had this year. Probably the first really bad race I had in a while. It was the Canicross. It was all the way down in Hinton Admiral in Hampshire. I had to drive down there the night before. It was a long drive at night in the rain. And then the course was absolutely bogging, muddy, disgusting. And it was reduced to 3.5k, which I didn't even know they'd done that. They didn't announce it anywhere as far as I could see. It wasn't on any of the social media. It wasn't until I was just running along at 5k pace and then the finish line turned up. So I was like, I've just run this in a shit time then. And also, I think it was the first day, I left my timing chip in the car because I went and got it. No, it must have been the second day because I had the timing chip from the first day. So I went to go and do it the second day. I forgot the timing chip. I was on the start line. I had 6 minutes till the start, but my car was half a mile away. Half a mile away in mud as well. So I had to basically sprint to get that timing chip, put it on, get back to the start line, and I was still late, and so I got a time penalty, and so it was completely pointless. And I started completely knackered. So obviously the second day was terrible because I was completely exhausted by the end of it. And I got a time penalty, so I finished dead last. Anyway, so that was completely pointless. And then I had to drive all the way back to Cardiff. So that was a really shit weekend, actually. I ran 7k. I think, well, for the British Championships, because I did one in Norfolk and I did that one in Hampshire, I drove 800 miles for those 2 race weekends and I finished last in my age category. So that was good fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy Canicross, but yeah, finished dead last, did really badly in the mud, and then recently shat myself during a race. So
I mean,
that really tops off the year quite nicely.
The cherry on the top, some would say.
Cherry on the bottom, maybe. If only it was just a little cherry, that would have been much better. But yeah, generally quite a good year, but brought crashing back down to earth by the incident. So that was a shame. We also asked our listeners, of course, as we do every year, to tell us why 2025 was bullshit. First up, it's one of our favourite Patreon names to sing, Angela Foster Swales. She says, "Hi both. 2025 has certainly been bullshit for me. I'm approaching my 2-year anniversary of being in daily pain from either my knee osteoarthritis or foot pain, which I now know was plantar fasciitis, and also secondary pain from osteoarthritis. Just as I got treatment for my foot and was actually pain-free, I had another osteoarthritis flare-up in September, meaning I replaced one type of pain for another. Running has been non-existent for 2 years, and there's one thing more bullshit than running, and that's not being able to run. Happy Christmas, everyone, Angela."
Oh, happy Christmas, Angela. God.
We always say it's the only thing more bullshit than running.
Yep, not being able to run.
2 years. Oh.
But please keep subscribing to our Patreon.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, yes, please.
Your name is perfect. At certain parts of songs, it's like, we need that. We need all those syllables. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Lily Okay, I'm going to say your last name, Lily, and I'm so sorry. Lily Greisbird? I'm so sorry if that's... It's probably... I'm saying if that's wrong, of course it's wrong. That's not going to be right. Apologies. But Lily has messages and said, "On our honeymoon in Paris, my husband went to a big roller skating meetup." Oh my God. First...
In the city of love, there's only one thing to do. Honey, I wonder when you're going to go roller skating.
Okay, sorry, but I feel like we've just... That's an original sentence. No one said that before, ever, have they? "On our honeymoon in Paris, my husband went to a big roller skating meetup." No one said that in the history of mankind.
No, that's true.
And I decided it would be fun to meet them in places and run alongside him. There was such an amazing atmosphere, and it was fun to see him zooming along.
Oh.
Did this not give you the ick, have you?
No, I feel it's quite cute. I can imagine him just roller skating along, big grin on his face.
But I'm imagining like hot pants. I'm imagining like
knee pads.
Yeah, like
big
one of
yellow
those
helmet.
sweatbands. And
oh, that's good. I like it.
If it was rollerblading, I'd be like, cool, great, awesome, do a flip. But this is
so mean.
Sorry. Oh my goodness. Then on the last bit, I was running alongside him, super happy with him filming me. As he got a bit ahead, he turned away, I waved, and then bam, belly flopped on the pavement as a few hundred skaters went past me, ego and knees thoroughly bruised, leggings ripped, not exactly how I planned to spend the final evening of my honeymoon.
Oh.
God. Yep. I mean, that's what happens when you go on honeymoon and you run alongside your husband who's roller skating around Paris.
And the worst thing, of course, he was filming, but then turned away, and then she fell. So you don't even get a good video of her falling over.
No.
Terrible shame.
No. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say. I feel like this is the most original message we've ever had.
I mean, very much running adjacent, but we will take it because it's fun.
Even if she wasn't running, I kind of thank you for that. It's made my night.
Danny Norman says 2025 has been a bit bullshit, as after many years of only falling over once in my 21 years of running, and that was last year, I fell over twice this year. I've also put on chonk, in part to running less as I've been attached to a laptop or sitting down in some form due to my work and just given up the ghost in the dark and wet in these later months. Rain is bullshit, cold is bullshit, being chonk is bullshit, getting old is bullshit, but a privilege not afforded to everyone, which I respect. 2026 will hopefully be less bullshit. P.S. One of the fallings over was due to me looking to have a shit in a park in the dark during a run. I didn't shit myself.
Oh God, yeah, risky falling over when you've got one brewing.
As if that's what you need. Imagine if you did, you are in a crowd of roller skaters, you fall over, and that just pokes it out as well. Oof.
Straight down the leg of your hot pants. I'm amazed you've only fallen over once before in 21 years of running. I fall over at least once a year. Like, I have a fall each year. So This year I had the fall a few weeks ago. I don't think I've fallen over another time this year. But there is at least one fall a year for me.
But from once in 21 years to 3 in 2 years, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's a sign, Danny. It's all downhill.
Kat Williams says, multiple slight injuries, really dreadful life events, and subsequent fatigue have led to me missing my yearly distance target by nearly 500 kilometres for running and 80 kilometres for walking. Even if I pick it up for the rest of the year, likely not possible, I'll be long way off. Now those distances are arbitrary, of course, but this year has just been such BS. Not your usual comment or content, but can I say thank you for making such a funny podcast? I've done a lot of crying this year between multiple very long hospitalisations for one of my children, struggling through the last year of my PhD, my grandfather dying, and someone else close to me having a significant health scare that's still ongoing. Your podcast never fails to make me look like a muppet in public, as I can't help laughing out loud wherever I am. The latest was waiting to cross the road while Stuart told the shit story. Yeah. So thank you for bringing some much needed lightheartedness into a shitty year.
It's always the risk. I think we found this a little bit more this year when we've been saying, like, send us your really shit stories, and someone sends us a story and we're like, oh, that's just really sad.
Yeah,
we can't
sad,
make anything funny
but
out of
also
this.
nice that you that we can bring you joy during these sad times. But then we're getting serious now. This is like we're not being sarcastic. We're being serious.
It's hard to know though, isn't it? Because it's still very close to being sarcastic, and I often don't even know myself anymore.
No.
So thanks, Kat.
Okay. But I will say, yeah, that is bullshit when stuff's happening in your life and you just don't. Because the thing is, like, people will say, oh, well, I use running to cope and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that can be true. But sometimes when you're going through some real shit, you're too tired, aren't you? You're too exhausted.
It's the first thing you can get rid of.
Yeah, yeah.
It's such a, when everything else is going on. Yeah, if you've got the mentality of like, I'm just going to go out for an hour and just fuck it. But sometimes it can be like, no, absolutely not never going to get out the door.
Yeah.
It's easy to sack off.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully your 2026 is a lot better. I don't know how to make that funny or whatever, but just, yeah, genuinely, I just hope your 2026 is a lot better.
Set some really shit targets. That would be my advice.
Yeah, definitely.
And that'd be much easier. Then you'll smash through it in like mid-February and be like, yeah, I'm brilliant.
Yeah, exactly.
Heather Louise says, training for a half marathon, January to April, running the half marathon in April, breaking my arse doing it, and then only being able to run again in December. At least I have one PB this year, nabbed a really crap local legend on my street. Mate, I'm sorry, you're including that as a PB? Because I'm sorry, but it's not.
Oh, there's this guy that I follow on TikTok, and he goes out and he'll run like a marathon on a local, like a segment, so he can get the local legend.
Yes.
He'll drive to that place and just do like it up and down, up and down, up and down, or whatever it is, the whole segment until he gets local legend.
Yeah, and I've seen someone as well in America, lives in somewhere where there's quite a few kind of famous runners, and they've seen like some Olympians have some of these segment records, and so she's just gone out there, absolutely sprinted as fast as possible for like the 300 or 400 meters to get that segment off them, and then driven to the next one. So her whole run of a couple of hours is like 3 or 4 minutes just to get these crowns off actual Olympians. But I'm sorry, if you're saying one PB is a local legend. That doesn't count.
Unless you're going out and stealing other people's, it doesn't count.
That's funny. I mean, it's still an achievement, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, after 8 months off, that's pretty rough.
Yeah. Oh, we've got another serious one. Brace yourself. From Jen Danger Harding. She says, losing my doggo and favourite running buddy was the most bullshit thing this year. Dare you try to find a way to make that funny, because it's devastating. Absolutely. Yeah. I can't even imagine. Horrific, yeah.
Yeah, that's been really sad with Miss Rain.
Yes. We've very much missed Rain. And Pippin misses Rain. Yes. It's very, very sad. So, there's nothing to add. There's no humour here. Yeah.
No, we're just going to move on. Pontus Aidfjord says, not taking enough time off running after an injury and ignoring rehab exercises is BS, but the right thing to do. I posted a picture of my foot in June and can report it's still giving me problems. 2 races cancelled in September and October. Thought I was okay after that, but no. So now I'm on another break. 2025 has been the worst running year since I started.
That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. The worst year ever.
Yeah.
CZ or ZZ. I don't know, cause they say this year I decided that medals are bullshit and started just throwing them away.
Yes.
Jesus. Into the trash they go. I just keep the race bib. I have a bag full of those participation trophies and don't need any more. I'm fine with people collecting or enjoying them as I did in the past, but I just stopped caring for medals. So it's not a real bullshit, actually. 2025 has been wonderful and generous running wise for me. I totally agree. You know what? I have like a box of medals where I just like chuck all my medals. And I went and looked at them the other day and they had that like, you know when metal gets like green, like discoloured? It had all that stuff on it. And I was like, why am I even keeping this shit? Am I supposed to polish it or something?
I don't know. But I've done quite a lot of races this year, but I've hardly got any medals. I think a lot of the races I do tend not to hand out medals because they're quite small races. Or actually, quite a few times I've done a race and just walk straight past where the medals are, and people are like, "Oh, do you want to get a medal?" No, I'm fine.
I would rather a t-shirt over a medal because at least I can use it. I know people moan about t-shirts, but if there was a choice between t-shirt or medal, I would actually prefer a t-shirt because at least I can make some sort of use over it, and if I don't, I can donate it to charity or something. Like no one's what's the medal used for once you've
What about
got
t-shirt
it?
or buff?
Oh, thing is, I've got loads of buffs now. I've got too many buffs. So at the moment, I'm low on t-shirts, so I'd say t-shirts.
Well, you need to do some races then, don't you?
Yeah, no. Socks would be amazing.
Yeah, I've seen a few that do socks. That's very good.
Because obviously your socks do have a limited lifespan. You get like holes in them and stuff. So socks, perfect. Running socks.
Though I did see one race, they were giving out socks, but instead of saying like the name of the race, I think they had the name of the club that was putting on that race, and it's like, there's absolutely no way I'm wearing those.
No.
I'm not wearing socks with another club name on. Disgusting. Shouldn't be allowed, that kind of thing.
No. Yeah, chuck them all in the bin. Put your medals out for the scrap metal guy to come and get.
Yeah, Rag and Bone comes round.
Yeah.
Do you want some? I don't think there's much metal in those. I think they are largely plastic, so it's probably not worth giving away.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for sending in your bullshit. Of course, keep us in mind over the festive period if you're having a terrible time to do with, running, not to do with your family. Keep us in mind. Drop us a line. Let us know. We'll get all your bullshit in next episode next year because we'll probably be back because we've got nothing better to do.
Yep. You can support this podcast by going to running's bullshit and donating money every month. Maybe make it your New Year's resolution to give us £100 every month though. But yeah, you can donate money, and this is everyone who does that. Nikki Genders, Sandra Hines, A.P. David Owen, Claire Dina, Tom Alcott, Gabrielle Thomas Nyer, Charlie Neverson, Debbie Hurley, Elizabeth Shaban, Graham Hackland, Ruth KP, Matt Newbury, Sophie Aldred, Bridge Sky, Rachel Bentley, Erin Shaw, Fergus, Brian Simpson, Andy Nickelcraft, Everard, Raymond Quinn, Rachel Ball, Drew Edwards, Charlie Amber, Ian Hales, Gemma Roberts, Paul Hibbert, Julia Page, Shambolic Adults, Neil Denton, Tony Howard, Matt Jazowski, Elizabeth Rees, Victoria Digma H, Steve Robson, Karen Blake, Andy Robbins, H, Lisa Samantha Lockwood, Jason Nesbitt, Gail Siegel, Anthony Howe, David Yellowknight, Tony Bates, Tony Boyle, Matt Catlin, Jason Spinks, Matt Gascoigne, Victoria Magnus, Stuart Stevens, Kenny Simpson, Gary Leewood, Bob Mark Willis, Cheryl Curran, Francis Harrell, Karen Hamilton, Jay Acoustic Hall, Matt Jones, Victoria Cousins, Sarah Milligan, Ken Smith, Thompson, Martin Kaplan, Erica Torres, Lisa Gibbon, Alice Newton, Matt Bees, Abigail Harvard, Chris Whitmore, Sherry Lilbin, Maria Witt, Jenny House, Kevin Scott, Glenn Martin, Ricky Joe, Cat Williams, Matt Morris, Steve Peake, Daniel This goes on just at the end, doesn't it? Bullshit running news, bullshit running news, bullshit running news. Bullshit running news, bullshit running news, bullshit running news of the year.
Oh, that was really lovely. Oh, some double Amy singing there. Amazing.
Yeah.
What a treat for the listeners. Amy, what were your running bullshit, whatever we call it, news of the year? What was your favourite stories?
I must say, one's just come to mind actually. All those stories about police officers dressing up as runners to sort of honey trap catcallers.
I've got, to be fair.
Oh,
I think that might have been a hangover from last year a bit,
Yeah,
but still, it's
still
expanded
happening.
over the UK and it's been brilliant. Yes,
Yep.
yes.
I still love it. Every time I'm like, instant karma. I love that.
But also, I like the way you say dressed up as runners, and it wasn't. They were just going for a run. It's not as if they were like some complete
It was
random, like
undercover.
middle-aged men being like, let's put some leggings on and trick them in. It's
They
just
weren't
normal
running,
women
They
going
weren't
for
running
runs.
for that purpose. They weren't running
Yeah.
for that purpose. Like what a brilliant job as well. Could you imagine being a police officer and having that power, and then knowing you're just waiting for something. Come on then. Oh, I'd love that.
Just
That would
like
be-
hearing the shout and just being like, oh.
You know what? That is me. I'm a spiteful bitch. I tell you what, if they had jobs that was just doing that, sign me up. Sign me up. You could pay me 10 pence an hour and I'd do that. I'd pay you to do that. Honestly, put me on the volunteer wing. I will do that. I love it. Instant karma. Oh, I love being smug. Right, ha!
Yeah, absolutely. As I mean, that feeling when someone gives you that call. I mean, probably at first, there's probably that slight, initial reaction, but then it'll be like, oh, make my day, son.
Yeah, you've fallen into my trap. And of course, I think this is a new addition for this year. My special interest this year has been the clergy running.
And like nothing has made me sigh more than this. Just every time.
Yeah. Vicars, nuns, priests. It's kind of got to be a Christian denomination. I feel like it's not right to do like other religions because I feel like they probably get enough shit and I don't.
You feel like you're on shaky ground.
I do. I feel like it's not right to be sort of pointing fingers at other religions. So
Sure.
we stick to Christianity, the broad sort of church of Christianity, Catholicism as well. I don't mind sort of pointing out a priest, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Well, Amy, as a little treat for you, I've finally done something I've been meaning to do for many, many years, and I've gone back and I've got clips of all of those. So here is the clergy bullshit running news supercut of the year. And finally, a story that Amy's put in for reasons I can't really work out about a monk on the run.
Right. Okay. That's enough. That's all people need to hear.
Monk
to
on
know
the
why
run.
I put this
That's the
story
reason.
in. Yeah, monk on the run.
So Father John Cribbin is hoping that at least 10 others join him. Oh, big ambitions. For a 10k run from Murfield to the Sainsbury's at Shorehead in Huddersfield on May the 9th. So he's planning a big day.
Yeah,
he's
May
running
the
to
9th
Sainsbury's.
is a while off. Yeah.
And he's planning it 3 months in advance. That's good. Hopefully more than 10 people join him. For a little bit of colour for this article, he runs most days around 3 miles at a time and only took up running 20 years ago. So this is a man who runs a normal amount and has done for a long time, is going to go for a short run to Sainsbury's in 3 months. And
But he's a monk.
But he's a monk, and that's what you put it in.
The big story. I've got another one about the clergy. The headline. Because you liked my monk one the other week.
I love the monk one.
So we're continuing with the theme. Every single episode, I'm going to try and find some religious, not religious even. I think Church of England, maybe Catholicism can get in there as well, but Christianity related running story.
Sure. Okay.
So this one, the headline: Vicars complete more than 1,000 park runs. A group of Church of England priests have completed more than 1,000 park runs and say it helps them keep sane. The 5 vicars turn out every Saturday to take part in the Silksworth event in Sunderland. That's it.
So 5 people have done
5
more
vicars.
than 200 park. I've done like 200 park runs each.
Yeah, and it helps them.
What is it with the BBC doing park run stories recently? Because they are absolute nonsense. I do not understand. Like I know Metro had like a deal with Parkrun, and they would like produce content about Parkrun to be all like nice and fluffy. I don't know if just someone at the BBC has just discovered Parkrun and think it's nice, or they're just doing stories just about completely normal things. Like the one the other week, a man finishes first at Parkrun. There were 2,000 parkruns that weekend, but they found one guy who finished first at one of them in an okay time, not a great time, but it was abroad, so that's a huge deal. And now some men have done some parkruns. That's it. That's the whole story.
They're vicars. It keeps them sane. Like, you'd think they'd say, like, God keeps them sane or something.
Yeah, I would hope.
Prayer, like...
It doesn't fill me with much confidence.
Also, what are they
vicaring.
keeping? What are they keeping sane from? What? Surely, like, being a vicar. I mean, I don't know, but surely being a vicar is not like peaceful in that you're at peace with God. Why are you stressed? Why are you not keeping sane?
I said some guys, with apologies to Reverend Jen Bradshaw. She's the team rector of the North Wearside Parish, as you know. She's done 316 parkruns. Good for her. Well, there you go. The Bishop of Newcastle is also a keen runner. Good to know, isn't it?
I've been looking for stories like this every week, and when I saw it, I was like, front page of the BBC. Well, not front page of the BBC, like front page under the running section of the BBC. I was like, yes, we're back with the clergy. So The Bishop of Birmingham will be running in a half marathon through the city on Sunday. I think it might be this Sunday, might be tomorrow. But he'll be wearing his running gear, not his robes.
Well, that's rubbish.
That's the
I
story.
don't want to see that. That's just a normal man doing a half marathon. I've assumed it's a man. I apologise. It is. Okay,
it is.
next paragraph is fine.
Yeah. So the headline is "No flowing robes for Bishop in half marathon race." So that was a bit of a spoiler. Isn't
Man
it?
Enters half marathon.
Yes. Man with
If he's
job
in the robes, it'd be
enters half
funny.
marathon.
Yeah. If he's in the robes, it'd be funny. If he's just dressed as a normal person, as a civilian, then it's not funny.
On to another story that has nothing to do with running.
There she goes.
I know. But you'll see why it's relevant. Vegan nun receives medal at first powerlifting competition, age 72. Those vegan nuns, they're just dominating the powerlifting scene. So Sister Pat Farrell won her weight class at USA Powerlifting's California Summer Open in July, and she began strength training just 4 months ago to work on her health, doing those reps for Jesus. During the competition, Farrell benched 77 pounds, which is nearly 35 kilograms. That's good going for a 72-year-old. Deadlifted 160 pounds, 72.5 kilograms. That is a good deadlift, which is more than her body weight. Next time, she hopes to compete in the squat too. Gosh. How many Jesuses can you squat? How heavy do you reckon Jesus was? He was probably what? He might have been 72.5. I'm trying to think now.
No, he'd have been less. He was I imagine he's a slight man.
I do actually.
Doing all that walking around.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, yeah. So, I mean, because you've got to think, Jesus is sort of helping her. Jesus is her husband. Or is God her husband, or is Jesus God? Let's not get into that. That's sort of we're going into that sort of why the Catholic Church sort of split off. Anyway, but if Jesus is helping her, you've got to sort of add Jesus' weight to the nun's weight, and then work out the actual body weight that she's lifting. You know.
It's true. Yeah, that was the big split in the Christian Church, wasn't it? Of how heavy Jesus is.
And whether nuns are married to Jesus or God, or whether it's both. You know, I don't want to start a theological debate, because no doubt there will be some listeners that are like, well, actually, and then tell me the history of it. Well done.
Well, thanks, Amy, for another sporting nun update.
No issue. I've got no issue providing these sporting nun updates. I'm always happy. We can venture out. It doesn't have to be powerlifting. It doesn't have to be running. We can go to other sports if people want it. I'm assuming they don't, but we can. We can have a whole section. We can have a whole section. Clergy sports. I need to think. This off the top of my head. I need to think of some cool name for it. We'll have the bullshit running news, and at the end we'll have sports, clergy, church, God, Jesus, but no other religions, because that doesn't feel right. Just the ones in the West, and Jesus and God, you know?
Amy, which of those was your favourite?
I don't know. They all make me laugh. I think it's the one, like, is it the vicar that just does the 10k, and we're like, why is this a story?
He's just running 10k to Sainsbury's.
Yeah, that was it.
And he wants people to go with him. I mean, fucking hell. Just get some eggs or something, I don't know.
He's like, everyone meet up, we're going to do this run. The vicar's leading it. Oh, it's just the mundaneness, but it's just a bit bizarre, isn't it, as well? I love it. The
fact that the news stories, yeah.
I know. And Matt Garner getting the selfie with the nun. That
was
just, chef's kiss. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love it.
See, this is stuff you're missing out on, Amy.
Yeah.
This is the part of the running community you don't get to see.
I know, the nuns, all of that. I'd get to meet them in person, you know. But do you ever see a nun out and you're like, oh, that's holy shit, a nun? Like just going to Asda or something. Honestly, once I pulled into Asda and there was this minibus and a load of nuns got out, and I was like, oh my god.
You sure it wasn't a hen party?
No, they were real. They were real. Because you don't expect them to. You don't expect to see them out and about. You expect them in an abbey or something.
Sure.
But yeah, they were just going Asda. I was like,
good for them.
Yeah.
Do you remember in Cardiff a few years ago there was 3 priests that went for a drink and they were kicked out because they thought it was fancy dress and they didn't want stag parties, and they're like, no, seriously, we are priests. They didn't believe them. They kicked them out.
I love it. It's absolutely, definitely my favourite from this year. And it will continue for many years to come, I'm afraid.
Well, let's hope we keep those stories coming in. If anyone sees them, send them to Amy. She'll be so happy.
Yes, always, yes.
One that I looked back on and saw that I quite enjoyed, which is obviously terrible. It's one of the ones terrible for the people it happens to, but kind of funny if it doesn't happen to you. People being attacked by birds.
Yep.
And obviously, that's horrible. Like, you're out for a run in the middle of a forest and a fucking bird silently is swooping down and scraping your head and like beaking at you. But the thought of that happening to someone else is quite funny.
Yeah.
So there's been a few of those now. It's kind of spread around a little bit as well. That seems to be becoming more common. I know in Australia, in certain parts of Australia, it is like something like, is it like magpie season? Or like when they know they're nesting like the fucking nasty magpies, just because they're Australian and everything there wants to kill you. But people just know about it and people go running in like bike helmets and things.
Yeah.
But it seems to be happening more in the UK now as well. Was it this year or last year where I think it was maybe a woman in Norwich, and it said she thought her ponytail looked like a small animal, and that's why it attacked.
Yeah.
That's so good. What a detail.
It always makes like the local news as well, because if they get you, often if you get like a cut or something to the head,
if you get some blood, you get it on the local news.
Yeah, but it's like if you cut your head or something, that's somewhere that tends to bleed a lot, and it will like run down your face and look really dramatic. So I think it's the perfect like image to put on local news to get people to click, and then the stories, they've got to try and drag the article out then, haven't they, and make it sound quite dramatic. So
because it's always just like, I went for a little run and it swooped at me a couple of times, then I ran away. That's it. That's the whole story. But they have to make it like 500 words. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, love it. Love that. The other one I really like, and mainly for the videos and the pictures, is anything to do with these robots. Robots in China.
The Chinese running news is back.
Yeah, Chinese running, that could be a whole thing on its own. But robots, those robots doing the half marathon in China. Is this the one where they went against the people as well?
Let's play the clip to remind everyone. Yeah. China pits humanoid robots against humans in half marathon for the first time. And about time, I say. So 21 humanoid robots joined thousands of runners at the Yizhuang half marathon in Beijing on Saturday. The robots from Chinese manufacturers such as Droid VP and Notex Robotics came in all shapes and sizes, some shorter than 1.2 metres, others as tall as 1.8 metres. One company boasted that its robot looked almost human, with feminine features, how about that, and the ability to wink and smile.
Just wait, like the most important things for a run. Like the most important things you need to be able to do on a run. Forget like being. I don't think this robot won. Let's just say that. Spoiler alert. I don't think this one won because I think they're focusing too much on it being able to wink and smile.
Imagine the development meetings. So, what have we been working on? Have we any progress with the running? No, that's actually really difficult as it turns out. Well, keep plugging away. How's the winking come along? Well, my team of 400 have really been working on this wink. And I tell you, we've got it down. When you wolf whistle at it across the room, it just turns and gives a little flirty wink.
And a little smile.
Oh, fantastic. That's good news. The article continues, some robots struggled from the beginning. Yeah, probably some of the humans did as well. One fell at the starting line and lay flat for a few minutes before getting up and taking off. Another crashed into a railing after running a few metres, causing its human operator also to fall over.
Me.
All these robots have been based on Amy. It does say, some shorter than 1.2 metres, so so. The winning robot was Tiangong Ultra from the Beijing Innovation Centre of Human Robotics with a time of 2 hours 40.
Me.
Yeah, that's right, I did another clip. Oh, I'm very delighted with myself. I'm really proud of that. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Love the fact that they made sure the feminine-looking robots could wink and smile as well. That was the most important thing. The running was secondary. As long as they could wink and smile. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And I just love the relatability of the robots, of the one that just laid down at the start line and didn't get going for ages, and one that crashed into barriers and fell over. It's like, same, babe. I get it.
Me. Very relatable.
I can only imagine there'll be more of this kind of nonsense in the years to come.
100%. Yeah. And once they get AI in there as well, like an AI Strava robot, there's like, oh, it's raining today. This is going to be very hard. Oh, good trail run with significant elevation.
Yeah, it will just go around praising everyone for anything they've done.
Yeah. Exactly. Even if it was really shit and the worst run of your life, and they'll be like, well, it was raining, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, what can you do?
Could you imagine? That's going to be the next thing. Is a running buddy that's Strava. Like Strava running alongside you in robot form. Oof. God.
Just praising you the whole way. Oh, yeah. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Don't need that.
What's coming up next for you?
Well, between now and the end of the year, I have one more race because I am the anti-Amy. I've got the Skirrid Fell race, and it should be my 32nd race of the year.
Oh my God.
Because I thought I'd had a bit of a gap. I thought there was I don't think I've done too many of these. I feel like there was a month or so where I didn't really do any. And like a month is a really long time for me not to race. 32 races in a year, new PB. Very, very pleased with that. Looking forward to another park run on Christmas Day, of course. Not sure about next year. I've already got loads of races lined up January and February and March. So lots to look forward to. We'll talk about those next episode. Amy, anything coming up for you? Go and do something good. Come on.
I know. I'm starting my training soon because I have some races coming up early next year. So like the Bowlam, which is a 30-mile race. And oh my God, I keep forgetting I've got that bloody Offarsdyke. You know what? I looked at that today. I've got that Offarsdyke 24-hour race where you run from the northern part of Offarsdyke for 24 hours between 12 noon and 12 a.m. I looked at it, I'm like, why the fuck have I signed up for this?
When is that?
It's May. It's beginning of May.
You can worry about that next year.
I know, that's what I thought. But I don't like running in the dark. I went out for a run on Sunday and I started in the dark because I'm like, I'm going to start running in the dark a bit more and it terrifies me. I hate it. I'm like, why have I signed up for a race where I'm going to spend 9 hours? I looked up sunset and sunrise for the date of the race, and I think there's 9 hours of darkness that I'm going to be running through. Why have I signed up for this?
I've no idea.
I went and looked, and I was like, can we just be refunded? Can I opt out? And it's like, no, you can only transfer your place. Well, like, okay, guess I'm doing it then.
Yes.
So, I've got that coming up. So I think I should need to go out and run in the dark a bit more and decent. I've got a really good head torch as well, like really good. So that I shouldn't be scared because it's like literally sending up a emergency flare when you put it on. Like it's bright. Yeah. But I think I just need to go out and do it a bit more and get used to it. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
You need to be punished for your lack of racing this year.
I know.
That's what next year is a year of punishment for you.
It is. It really is. Like I'm absolutely full of dread. And I've got Lundy as well. I'm not full of dread for that. I'm looking forward to Lundy. So I've got Lundy. That should be an adventure because I've got to get a boat there. And I get terribly seasick. Oh my God, don't.
A race you have to get a boat to is just good, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't matter what the race is. In fact, you have to get a boat to it is really good.
We'll see. It depends how choppy the sea is. So I've got that. So there's things coming up next year that I actually do need to train for. So
you may well be forcibly down to your race weight at the end of that boat journey.
Oh my God, yeah. And last time I went on a boat, I was seasick for days, like not just that, like during days afterwards. I was dizzy. I think it knocked my inner ear stuff out of alignment. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I've just been on a boat once recently and just threw up the whole time. But I think I attracted dolphins with all the vomit. Oh. So that was good for everyone else.
Yeah.
So they had a lovely time watching the dolphins.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's that to look forward to. Lundy. Yeah. Everyone knows Lundy. You've got to.
Everyone is talking about it.
What is it? The crystalline granite? What is it?
Of course it is. Yeah, everyone knows about it. Everyone I've been talking to recently about running, they've all been just going on about it, saying they just can't wait to see all the coverage.
I know.
It's a huge deal.
Yeah, I know. It's the A race. That is the A race. So
of course.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Everyone else, if you've enjoyed this bullshit, you can visit runningisbest.com. You can see the show notes and links from this episode, whole back catalogue, as well as links to our Patreon, our merch store, and our social medias. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hurrah!
I don't know what sincere is anymore.
I'm a spiteful bitch.